Okay, so if you're a creator, an entrepreneur, or really anyone trying to build a business online, you know this feeling, right? The constant pressure to create more content, more products, more everything. It's a grind. But what if there was a shortcut? Today, we're diving deep into the world of done-for-you digital products. It's a model that claims you can get off that content treadmill and get back to what you're actually supposed to be doing, growing your business.
All right, here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about the problem, what I'm calling the content creation grind. Then we'll look at the shortcut that's popped up to solve it. We'll even take a peek inside a massive library of these ready-made products, see how you can actually use them, and then break down if the value is really there. And we'll wrap up with a pretty big question about what all this means for the future.
So, first up, the content creation grind. And yeah, endless treadmill is the perfect way to describe it. It feels like you're running as fast as you can just to stay in the same place.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You know you need products. You know you need lead magnets and courses and all that good stuff to grow your audience and make money. But you're just stuck. The biggest question of all is, where on earth do you find the time?
And this isn't just some vague feeling, right? It's a bunch of very real roadblocks. First, you're staring at a blank page with no clue what to even sell. Then, maybe you get an idea, but you spend months creating it and it never sees the light of day. Or you go the other route and burn thousands of dollars on freelancers, which isn't always an option. The result is always the same. You're left with nothing to fuel your funnels and offers. So what if you could just skip all of that? That brings us to our next section, the shortcut. Let's talk about how done-for-you content actually works. The promise is incredibly simple. All the hardest, most time-consuming parts of making a product, they're already finished. Just think about that. You get to skip the weeks of research, the agony of writing thousands of words, and all the technical design headaches. You basically jump straight to the finish line. Now, you might be wondering, wait, how is that even legal? Well, it all comes down to a special kind of license called private label rights, or PLR. This isn't just some content you're allowed to share. It's a license that gives you the power to act like you created the product yourself. You can slap your own brand on it, tweak the content to match your voice, sell it, and, this is the big one, you keep 100% of the money. And the process is designed to be dead simple. Step 1, you get access to a whole library of these things. Step 2, you customize it. Add your logo, change some text, or hey, if it's good to go, you can just use it as is. And Step 3, you launch. Sell it, give it away to grow your email list, bundle it up. It's a 3-step journey from nothing to a finished, sellable product. Okay, so theory is great, but what does one of these libraries actually look like in practice? We're going to use a company called Entrepedia as our case study today to peek inside their master library. And hey, if you want to see what we're talking about for yourself, I've dropped a link to them for you down in the description. The very first thing that hits you is just the sheer scale of it. We are not talking about a few dozen templates here. We are talking about instant access to over 1,000 digital products. That is literally an entire business in a box, ready to go from the second you sign up.
And it isn't just about quantity. It's about variety. You get a whole mix of different formats. We're talking over 500 ebooks, hundreds of templates and AI prompts, and even over 100 full-blown video courses. That kind of diversity means you've got the perfect asset for pretty much any situation you can think of.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. PLR has a reputation for being, well, kind of cheap and outdated, right? That's what a premium service tries to solve. Each product goes through this intense 6-stage creation process, from market research and professional writing, all the way to AI optimization, human editing, and high-end design. The claim is that this whole process saves you over 90 hours of work for every single product.
So, you've got this arsenal of assets. What now? How do you actually use them to make your business grow? Well, this is where the fun part, the strategy, comes in. And the best part is how flexible it is. You can sell these things straight up. You can use them as freebies to get more email subscribers. You can toss them in as a bonus to make your main offer a total no-brainer. You could even build an entire membership site around them, or bundle a bunch together to create a huge, high-ticket offer. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
And the results can be pretty dramatic. I mean, listen to this user, James, from Australia. He says this saved him a full 6 months of development time. Seriously, stop and think for a second. What could you get done in your business if you suddenly had an extra 6 months?
Here's another one from Edwin in Singapore, and he hits on that quality point we were just talking about. Visually polished, content rich, and ready to sell. That's the goal here, to get you something that looks and feels premium right out of the box. Again, if this sounds like something that could help you, the link to Entrepedia is in the description.
Okay, this all sounds really good, but let's talk turkey. What's it going to cost? It's time to look at the real value proposition and compare this to, the other ways of doing things.
So the model we're looking at here is a one-time payment, which is pretty interesting. No monthly fees draining your account. There's a LITE plan that gets you the whole library plus 3 months of new stuff. And then there's a Pro plan, which is a bigger one-time payment, but you get new product releases forever, plus a bunch of other tools and courses.
Now, according to the source material, this is how a service like Entrepedia really stacks up against some of the older, maybe less reputable PLR sites out there. And the differences are, well, they're pretty stark. Look at new products, free weekly updates versus having to pay for every single new thing. Or the creative team, in-house experts versus a lot of duplicated, recycled content. It's a totally different ballgame.
And this number right here is kind of the mic drop moment. When you do the math on a lifetime plan, the average price for each individual product can be less than 20 cents. Let that sink in for a second. Less than a quarter. Compare that to the hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars it would cost to create just one of these from scratch. It's insane.
Which brings us to our final thought. As tools like this become more and more common, what does this all mean for the future of content? And for us, the creators?
I think this quote from the founder of Entrepedia sums up the whole philosophy perfectly. It's a mindset shift. It says that content isn't the final goal. It's a tool. Your real job, your most important job, is to use those tools to grow your business and serve your audience.
So, I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Does having access to all this done-for-you content change what it fundamentally means to be a creator? Is the real value in creating every single word from scratch? Or is it in the smart curation, the customization, and the strategy you use to build something amazing for your community? There's no easy answer, but it's definitely something we're all going to have to think about.